Dan Hansis here with Around the NFL colleagues Mark Sessler and Chris Wessling. Now that the Super Bowl 50 is in the rear view, let's look ahead to 2016. The teams with the most unfinished business as we head toward 2016. Let's leave the Panthers out of this. Of course, there are plenty of unfinished B there. Let's talk about some other teams. Mark, you first.
This is easy for me. I go Pittsburgh Steelers. I think if you're Pittsburgh, you feel like we came close, to beating the Super Bowl champions in the playoffs, and we did it without Le'Veon Bell, and we didn't have Antonio Brown, and Big Ben's been banged up all along. I think this is a team going into next season got to be looked at as a favorite in a pretty wide-open AFC, and it starts with Big Ben. You listen, Tom Brady got his final ring, potentially. We know Peyton Manning probably did. How about Ben Roethlisberger for next season? This is a team with a lot of Bruce Arians' DNA. Todd Haley's done a nice job running the offense. I go Steelers.
I think that's a great pick. You make some good points. They put up 400 yards on a Broncos defense that shut down the Patriots and the Panthers. But I look to the other conference too. The Cardinals to me are basically the NFC's version of the Steelers. If they had home field advantage in the NFC Championship game, I think things would have turned out differently. They don't have to fix a thing on their offense. I don't believe. I think defensively they need to find pass rushing help. But they found a star in David Johnson on offense. You get a pass rusher or two on defense and bring back Honey Badger. I think you're talking about a Super Bowl contender.
Definitely unfinished business there. You wonder, a season where almost everything went right, for it to end so poorly, they're going to be bitter about how it ended. But are they going to actually have a chance to be better than they were this year?
I don't see why not. I think they'll be just as good on offense and better on defense.
You talk unfinished business, and I'm going to look at my own team, the Jets, who went 10-6. Of course, got knocked out of the playoffs on the last day of the season, which was crushing. And then you look at their roster, which is comprised a lot of the core players and the most important players on the team are in their early 30s. If this team is going to make a run, and again, this is a wide-open AFC, and it should be again this year, they're going to have to make it happen next year, or you're going to have to, again, start thinking about how you're going to change the course. So I think the Jets, after winning 5 or 6 straight games at the end of the season, finishing 10-6, unfinished business, get over the hump and see what can happen in the playoffs.
Ryan Fitzpatrick, how many starts next year does he have?
How many starts next year?
Yeah.
16. He's going to throw 30 more touchdowns.
You got confidence.
Ever the hopeful Jets fan I am. Check out the Around the NFL podcast 3 times a week.